Dunedin TV presents your local weekly morning show from delightfully different Dunedin. This is Good Morning Dunedin.
This week on Good Morning Dunedin.
It's Earth Month. Honeymoon Island closes Oasis Beach for a beach renourishment project. Artist Margaret Meps Schulte steps into the art corner.
Arbor Day is April 17th. City of Dunedin's arborist Craig Wilson joins us in the studio today to talk about trees. And musical guest Guianna Brantley performs an original from the Hanu restaurant. All of this and more is coming up this morning on
Good Morning Dunedin.
I'm your host, Justin Cataccio, and I'm here with my co-host, Caitlin Hart. Good morning, Caitlin.
Good morning, Justin.
Thank you all for tuning in this morning, whether on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, or on our local Dunedin TV cable channels 15 and 639. However you found us today, thanks for watching. So happy Friday, everyone. The theme for this week's Dance Walk Friday is Jock Jams. So put on your sweats and bust a move at Pioneer Park tonight for Dance Walk Friday.
So what's going on in community news?
April is Earth Month, and with Earth Day on April 22nd, we have a message from city staff to learn about ways to be more ocean and earth-minded.
Let's make it a great Earth Month, Dunedin.
Good morning, Dunedin. It's Earth Month. I'm Whitney Marsh, your environmental manager for the City of Dunedin, and we have an Earth Month challenge for you. We're challenging every citizen to pick up 10 pieces of litter you find outside and to go visit somewhere natural. Be sure to tag us in a photo if you go somewhere natural and tag City of Dunedin. We're also asking that you read something environmentally minded, such as our Did You Know series, and share it with someone that you think might find it interesting as well. Thanks, Dunedin, for doing your part.
Good morning, Dunedin. I'm Natalie Gas, your Sustainability Program Coordinator for the City of Dunedin. And April is Earth Month. We are so excited to celebrate here in Dunedin. Whitney just shared about the great challenge we have for all of you, and we have lots of other events happening throughout the month. So you can check out the city's Facebook page for all of those local Did You Know posts. You can go on our Dunedin Green Scene page and get all the information for how to start composting. We have that program coming out soon. We have a food waste prevention week happening and lots of information on how you can be a better gardener, reduce waste, and even where to plug in your electric vehicle. Here in Dunedin, we pride ourselves on being an environmentally focused community. With our EPIC goals, 2 of them are focused on sustainability and the environment. One being to be the premier coastal community and protect our natural resources. The other is to be the statewide model for environmental sustainability stewardship.
2 ways the City of Dunedin is showcasing its EPIC goals is through our Mission Blue Hope Spot Home City, as well as our Ready for 100 commitment for clean energy through the Sierra Club.
Good morning, Dunedin.
Thank you, Natalie Gas and Whitney Marsh, for those good tips. And for more earth-friendly tips, you can go to the city's website. Also in community news, Honeymoon Island has begun a beach renourishment project. The Oasis Beach and parking lot will be closed for the duration of the project, as the beach will be restored from erosion. They're going to pump a bunch of sand out from the ocean right up on the beach. This project will take about 4 months and will provide additional access to beaches at Honeymoon Island. It'll also provide a benefit to boaters in Hurricane Pass because of the dredging and removing of excess sand.
The Toronto Blue Jays have extended their stay in the TD ballpark through the end of May. You can now enjoy Major League Baseball in your own backyard. Tickets are available at the Toronto Blue Jays website. The Dunedin Public Library is hosting a guest speaker. Author Angie Kim of Miracle Creek will be live on Zoom April 17th to talk about her book. For more information, check out the city website.
So also this week is the National Public Safety Telecommunications Week, and we would like to thank those who dedicate their lives to serving the public. 911 is of course for emergencies only. Non-emergencies should be directed to the Sheriff's Office by calling 727-582-6200. I want to thank my wife Dawn for all her hard work she puts in at 911 and all the rest of those telecommunication employees. So before this week's Art Corner, we'd like to tell everybody at home that the Dunedin Cares Food Pantry is having their Peanut Butter and Jelly Challenge. It starts April 15th and goes through May 15th. we've got a message from Peanut Butter and Jelly.
Jelly, I am so excited. The vaccines are finally here and becoming more available. It's been such a long year and the vaccines give us such hope.
I agree, Peanut Butter, and the vaccines are coming at the perfect time. You know, April's our month. Dunedin Cares has their Peanut Butter and Jelly Challenge from April 15th to May 15th. Come on.
Has it been a year already?
And the need for food assistance is needed now more than ever, Peanut Butter. I mean, according to Pinellas Community Foundation, current research finds as many as 36,000 children in our community are food insecure, meaning a household's economic or social condition provides limited or uncertain access to adequate food. Out of this number, 7,000 Pinellas children are chronically hungry. Can you imagine that, Peanut Butter?
That's crazy. That's the importance of this challenge. The best part of the challenge is knowing we live in a community that is incredibly supportive of Dunedin Cares and those with food insecurities.
Dunedin, you can do this. You can meet the challenge. The Dunedin Cares Peanut Butter and Jelly Challenge, April 15th to May 15th. Bring as much as you can.
Businesses, challenge your employees and make a game of it. Churches, challenge another church congregation. Scout troops, challenge another troop. Neighbor versus neighbor, Jets versus Sharks, you get the idea. Make a game of it, make a thing of it. And when you make a thing of it, we all win.
Hey, well, this is a Peanut Butter and Jelly Challenge done in our honor, Peanut Butter. Dunedin Cares is always in need of so much more.
Pancake mix, syrup, mac and cheese. The list goes on and on. Spaghetti, sauce, vegetables. If it's in your cupboard, it needs to be in Dunedin Cares' cupboard. Thank you, Dunedin, for doing your part.
Thanks, Peanut Butter and Jelly. In this week's Art Corner, artist Margaret Meps Schulte talks about her public bench and the iconic Freddy painting she made for the city of Dunedin.
My name is Margaret Meps Schulte, and I am an artist and an author, and I tend to work in painted media and pen and ink. Last year I put a bench out on the Pinellas Trail at 580, so this will be my second City of Dunedin bench painting project. Last year there was a project that the DDMA put together to put a series of murals around town. For my subject I chose Freddie Webb, the lady who used to drive around in the bright yellow golf cart. And at some point, as I was painting this retrospective of Freddie's life, I decided that I should add a little sailboat. And on a 5 by 5 foot painting, this is the size of the sailboat that I actually put on there. In the process of doing the research for this little teeny tiny piece, I discovered that the Optimus dinghy, which is basically used by sailors all over the world, was designed and built here in Dunedin, about 2 blocks away from where I live. I discovered that I wanted to do a public art project that celebrated the Optimus dinghy. My dad was always talking about old Florida, and I think Dunedin still carries the old Florida vibe. And you know, the fact that the Pinellas Trail was an actual railroad crossing that ran right through town, and we still have evidence of the warehouses and the sailing and the fishing that was here before we had tourism. In the case of the bench project, the first bench that I did celebrated this practice of painting messages on rocks. There's a whole Dunedin Rocks group that paints rocks and puts them around town. And I just wanted to celebrate that and encourage people to start doing that. It was sort of encouraging that message. I think with the new bench, I'm celebrating the fact that sailing is a wonderful way of getting outdoors and seeing the world. And here in Dunedin, we help children actually do that. I love the fact that Dunedin is encouraging us to create such welcoming and colorful artwork. I would like to see every bench in the city painted at some point. I think the fact that this bench is going to go on Patricia Avenue, it really speaks to the fact that, you know, downtown is not all of Dunedin, and you only have to go a few blocks away to find some areas that really need that, you know, they need that pop, that colorful, artistic look. And I'd like to see more murals and more public art kind of spreading out from downtown. I think that would be cool. Good morning, Dunedin.
Welcome back to Good Morning Dunedin. I'm here in the studio today with Craig Wilson, the City of Dunedin's Arborist. Welcome to the show, Craig.
Thanks for having me, Justin, and good morning, Dunedin.
So tomorrow is Dunedin's Arbor Day, April 17th. What does that mean for our community, and how can people get involved?
Well, it means that people can directly get involved by planting trees. You know, trees die, they become diseased. They could be dangerous. There could be new construction. There's even new state laws that put trees at peril. So this is a good opportunity for Dunedin residents to kind of dive in, stop by our tree giveaway, and be able to get a couple of trees and plant them and help replenish some of our urban tree canopy that gets lost each year.
So the tree giveaway is tomorrow. Tell us a little bit more of the details about the tree giveaway.
Yeah, so it begins at 8 a.m. Saturday, April 17th, and we're holding at Achieva Credit Union headquarters. We're giving out 2 free trees while supplies last with proof of Dunedin residency.
Okay.
This year I was really trying to focus on bringing in more native trees and reducing some of our non-native trees that we were giving away. So we're giving away nearly 700 trees.
Well, that's more than usual, right?
Yeah, a lot more. And then 10 of the 12 varieties are native. So it's kind of a good move on our part. It's good to focus on trees that will do well in this area and kind of assist with the natural ecosystem that we normally have.
Right. So we often get questions about trees and replacing trees. Does the City of Dunedin have a tree replacement policy, an official policy?
Yeah, they do. So if you were to apply for a tree removal application, I would receive that and then go out to the property and review to see whether or not it meets the code criteria for removal. If it does, then and the property is deficient on the number of shade trees it's supposed to have, then we would require a replacement tree to be planted within 60 days. Sometimes properties are there's an abundance of trees and they're not required to replant, but we do have a minimum standard and we try to uphold that.
And that's is like the city's tree canopy. We're trying to have a certain amount of shade trees shading our city to keep it cool, and water retention and land retention, that kind of thing, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, mostly for shade, but there's a slew of other reasons why shade trees are important.
Yeah.
Water runoff is another one. So.
Right. So what tips do you have for someone getting a new tree on Arbor Day? Like planting tips for care, trimming, that kind of thing.
So I think the most important tip is to assess your site first. Don't just grab the tree and put it wherever you think's best. We want to focus on right tree for the right place.
Right.
So a lot of times, we're in the predicament now where we planted big shade trees between curb and sidewalk, and it does damage to sidewalks or curbs. And then when they're repaired, we kind of can sometimes put those trees in peril or jeopardize them a little bit. So focus on right tree, right place. Study the tree species that you've picked out, and know how big it gets at full maturity. Also, make sure you dig your hole larger than what you need in width, and make sure you don't plant the tree too deep. A lot of times, soil on the root ball is exaggerated, so scrape that soil away. Look for the trunk flare, and when you see that trunk flare, make sure that's about an inch above your grade.
Oh, really?
So plant it high and never die. Plant it low, it won't grow. And that's a good starting point. And then you make a little dirt bowl around it, and fill that bowl up with water, daily for the first month, and then taper it off after that.
All good advice. So if people have questions about how to plant or care for the trees, how do they get more information, like all that stuff you just said? Is that something that people can ask at the tree giveaway? I feel like it's kind of like a conveyor belt or a car line basically for trees.
Yeah.
So is there somewhere we can go on the website or something?
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, the event is a contactless pickup. So you'll be asked to stay in your car, and we'll educate you along the way. But you could go to our website, www.dunedingov.com/trees. Okay. You can also go to Arbor Day Foundation. The University of Florida IFAS Extension has a great website, and Florida Native Plant Society has a really good website to check out.
So the tree giveaway is tomorrow morning. What kind of trees should people expect to find?
We'll be giving away black tupelo, fringe tree, red cedar, slash pine, live oak, rusty black haw, red maple, common persimmon, bald cypress, American elm, and 2 varieties of crepe myrtle, a lavender and a pink.
So thank you for joining us today, Craig. Is there anything else that you'd like to add?
No, I'd just like to thank you for having me here. This is going to be a great event. I hope to see everyone there 8 a.m. this Saturday to get some great trees that we're giving away. And if you have any questions, reach out to me before then. But thanks for having me, and good morning, Dunedin.
All right, well, thanks again, Craig. And I look forward to planting some new trees and seeing all the beautiful trees in our city.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. What kind of tree has hands?
I don't know, Justin.
A palm tree. All right, happy Arbor Day, everybody.
Dear Dunedin resident, visitors, and neighbors, we know 2020 wasn't kind to many of us. As we move into the new year, let's start changing the narrative. It's time to get back to the activities that make life worth living. Be responsible and stay safe. With love, the City of Dunedin.
Before we hear our musical guest, Guianna Brantley, I wanted to thank the City of Dunedin, Natalie Gas, Whitney Marsh, Margaret Meps, Craig Wilson, and of course you, wherever you are, for joining us this morning. You can reach out to us on social media to share your story. Guianna performs an original piece from the Hanu restaurant. To learn more about where you can see live music, visit gotonight.com. So please remember to be kind to one another and to stay safe out there. Caitlin, good morning, Dunedin. And now our musical guest, Guianna Brantley.
I'm going to do an original song. It's called Redeemed. Have mercy on. I know the ways in which you disobeyed and I'm ready to change. As I come home to you, asking for your body food after provides for worship voice. Activating, I just want you to see. I'm so grateful for what you've done for me. I want you to see. I'm so grateful for what you've done for me. For me, for me, for me, for me. I've been redeemed. I've been redeemed. Been redeemed, redeemed, been redeemed. Been redeemed, been redeemed, been redeemed. Redeemed, redeemed, redeemed. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da. As I come to get broken and broken hearted, I succumb to the conscience I departed from. As I come to get broken and broken hearted, I succumb to the conscience I departed from. Once you've forgiven me, my heart lessons are all I see. Heart and heart, but in belief. You're still little small voices whispering and whispering. The sound don't hit, telling me stop and listening. Holy Spirit is echoing. I have been everything, 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 Thank you. That was an original song called Redeemed.